Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. You know, I've seen a lot of cheap pre-built PCs out there that cut corners, like skimping on RAM, using slow HDDs instead of SSDs, or pairing weak processors with outdated motherboards. It's frustrating because you end up with a machine that feels sluggish right out of the box, especially if you're trying to multitask or run modern software. But there's a better option if you want something that actually performs without breaking the bank. I recently tested the HP desktop computer tower PC with an Intel 6-core i5-12500, 64GB of RAM, and a 1TB PCIe SSD, and it's a solid all-in-one setup that's ready to go right away. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the performance here is really impressive for everyday use. The i5-12500 is a solid mid-range processor that handles multitasking like a champ. I had Chrome open with 15 tabs, Spotify running in the background, and a couple of Word docs open at the same time, and the system never even hiccuped. That's something you don't always get with budget builds, where even simple tasks can feel laggy. Plus, the 64GB of RAM is overkill for most people, but it's great if you're into light video editing, running virtual machines, or just want that future-proof headroom so you don't have to worry about upgrading anytime soon. Storage is another big win here. The 1TB PCIe SSD means your operating system, apps, and files load almost instantly. I've used PCs with slower HDDs before, and booting up Windows or launching large programs like Photoshop can feel like waiting for paint to dry. With this setup, everything snaps into place. The SSD also makes a noticeable difference when transferring large files or working with media projects. If you're a student or someone who deals with big files regularly, this is a game saver in terms of time and convenience. Connectivity is something I really appreciate about this PC. It comes with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth built-in, so you don't have to mess around with adapters or extra dongles. I tested the Wi-Fi by streaming 4K videos on YouTube and downloading large files, and the connection stayed stable the whole time. Bluetooth worked perfectly too when I paired it with my wireless headphones and a gaming controller. For a home office or student setup, having reliable connectivity out of the box saves you the hassle of buying extra accessories. The bundle also includes a keyboard and mouse, which is a nice touch. They're basic but functional, nothing fancy, but they get the job done for typing, browsing, or light gaming. If you're upgrading from an old desktop, having everything included means you can plug it in and start using it immediately without hunting down peripherals. That's a big plus if you're setting up a new workspace or just want a hassle-free experience. For students, this PC is a great fit. It handles schoolwork like a breeze, whether you're writing papers, creating presentations, or doing research online. The included Windows 11 Home is also student-friendly, with features like Microsoft Teams and OneNote built right in. I tested it with a few college-level software tools, and everything ran smoothly without any lag. Plus, the 64GB of RAM gives you plenty of room for virtual classes, coding projects, or even light gaming during downtime. Now, let's talk about the downsides. The included keyboard and mouse are pretty basic, so if you're used to mechanical keyboards or high-end gaming mice, you might want to upgrade those eventually. Also, while the i5-12500 is solid for most tasks, it's not a powerhouse for heavy gaming or professional-grade video editing. If you're planning to run demanding software like Adobe Premiere Pro or play the latest AAA games at max settings, you might need to look into a more specialized build. But for everyday use, home office work, or student needs, this PC is more than capable. Overall, this HP desktop tower PC is a fantastic all-in-one solution. It's fast, reliable, and comes with everything you need to get started right away. The performance, storage, and connectivity make it a great value, especially compared to the cheap alternatives that cut corners. If you're in the market for a new desktop that won't leave you frustrated, this one's definitely worth considering. Thanks for watching. If you found this review helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss future updates. The link is below if you want to check it out. See you in the next one.